serious about Kihos. They don't stay and play like spells, do they?
Correct. Kihos are one shot.
So players are shuffling up for round number 1.
Some can be used by Shugenja as well, but they'll stay on there. Okay.
It'll tell me what to do. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
So about where your cards are now. Yep, that would be the perfect spot.
Kind of like these little.
Attention up of our players for the main event. On your slip, when you turn it in, you must write your clan legibly next to your name. If your name is misspelled, you also need to correct it this round, please. Okay? So if you need writing utensils, have both players come up and write it down. We'll be getting started shortly.
Can I make them
Yeah, Case is probably the best player overall in this generation. He's won so many Kotais. The World Championship is the only thing that's eluded him. But I mean, it's been, his run has been absolutely ridiculous, and I don't think being in the main event finals 3 times at Gen Con
is ridiculous. To re-honor and bow your dishonorable guy.
That's right.
If you've got more family honor than me, I gain your guy's personal honor as an honor gain.
What's the other player, Dragon or Phoenix?
He is Dragon.
Okay.
So.
Did really well in the second grinder.
Yeah?
Yeah. Kicked butt.
Nice.
We quit at 2 wins. I guess they had like a time issue. So they said if you have 2 wins, you're in. I was like, okay.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. I was starting to feel good though. Like I got into a really good rhythm. Would have liked a couple more games, but it's not going to matter now that I'm playing something
very different.
Very different. I've never played this style of deck. I'm an honor player, so to totally switch it up overnight, like
switch to military. Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah.
At least get a win in round 1 on camera. That's got to be fantastic.
We'll see. We'll see. Only been on the camera once before. That was at the Nebraska Kote 2 or 3 years ago, and I made some absolutely stupid plays. Like things I knew in my head I was going to do and then just did not do them. Like, all right, when he does this, I'm just going to move this attachment over there so everything's fine. He does it exactly as planned. I'm like,
Attention Alpha Bar players, in the 9 a.m. draft, Joel Lofgren will be seating you. Please start at table 61 on the last row, table 61. If you are in the 9 a.m. draft event, the last table in front of me, 6th one down.
oh yeah, that's right. You get a lovely 6 province strength in your first.
I was looking at that going, that doesn't feel right. It's the promos, so usually I'm used to seeing the white background. So.
Yep.
Okay, so from what I've saw is that Ben is running Unicorn with Sulu Sensei,
Yeah, that is
and Jordan is running Dragon with the Brotherhood Sensei.
just one of me. Done anything fun for the rest of the con?
I think I've done a lot of cool stuff. Tried out a ton of new games, like tons, like 10 new games already so far. That I got so many different rules running around in my head right now for different games. So it's been a lot of fun. We walked the entire floor, got to see the whole thing. It was very efficient. We had somebody with a whip behind us. You stayed too long at that booth. Keep going. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I wandered the hall a little bit yesterday and a bit on Thursday. Good bit yesterday doing some shopping, but I still haven't seen everything out there.
Right. Yeah, it's huge. It's a huge floor. I really like the artwork section. It's my favorite.
Oh, the artists are awesome too.
What are you doing on camera?
I do not belong on camera.
Oh yeah, because I put you there.
Why would you do that to me? Why not?
Yeah.
So I lost my deck last night. I was playing Crane Honor.
Yeah.
So my buddy's like, well, I got this dragon deck you can play.
And you're gonna win?
I've never played this deck in my life.
Oh, Brotherhood.
I don't know what cards are in it. And I'm on camera.
So you guys can hear Jordan talking about that apparently he lost his deck last night and is borrowing one from someone else, and he's never played the deck before in his life.
Like,
So it should be an interesting game.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm supposed to duel now.
Yeah, I mean, and beyond that, I've not really seen a Salu Sensei deck out of Unicorn yet.
I hope your friend
I know they gained more magistrates in set 2 in Thunder's Acclaim.
I thought I was not going to play today.
So it's interesting to see what Ben has come up with in this. Like I said, we haven't really seen that strategy yet out of them.
I got nothing better.
What
All my
are the
friends are here
magistrate
in the main
actions
event.
nowadays?
All of us qualified. So it's like, what am I going to do? Just walk around by myself?
There aren't a ton of them. The biggest one reprint was Rank Hath Privilege, which has been printed in multiple editions. It allows you to bow one of your magistrates to bow an opposing personality with lower personal honor.
All right, guys, we're going to switch over to the crowd for just a moment. We are about to do the bonsai, so be prepared for some loud noises.
His decks are positioned perfectly.
If you want mine over a little bit? Sounds good. I can do that.
Move mine over so you get that discard pile on there, goes.
I've done a lot fewer events here than I wanted to this year, but I didn't really plan much ahead. Still had fun, had a good time. My friends that I came up with, they don't play L5R, so they do a bunch of other stuff. We were going to go play some other games together, but since I've been playing L5R, most of the only events I've done are L5R. Thursday draft, Friday grinders, Saturday this. Yeah, it's like they're all doing other things. They're still asleep right now, probably.
Yeah. I'd really like to play some miniatures games, but my first love is L5R, so I end up doing this. I'm hoping next year I'll probably bring some miniature stuff and try and. I'd like to win a Kote next year so that I don't have to grind, and then I'll probably pass up on draft and stuff, and I'll go.
Samurai Rokugan for 20 years. It's time to get on your feet.
They got Reggie doing it. He's the motivator.
I got a Tetsuko in his back pocket. I just can't see it.
For 20 years, we have faced dark gods and madmen. We faced them together, we faced each other, and through it all, we still stood the test of time. So for each other, for 20 years, and for our brothers, Wallach, Josh, and Dan Moore, who would want to be here today,
of luck.
Good luck, Jordan.
I hope I don't screw this up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, round one has begun.
Let's see what happens here between this matchup.
3 dudes.
So Jordan flipped 3 bodies and Swana Dojo. Swana Dojo, however, was a very good flip for him. He really needed that since Brotherhood Sensei drops the starting goal production to 3. It looks like he also got a protected temple, which is also really good for him.
Sounds good.
So he bought the Swana Dojo there.
Yeah. And it's the correct call. You want to maximize gold there.
I'm gonna pitch Oguri.
Tachi's Togashi Oguri.
You're up, and my turn at 5 on it.
Alright. Cycle these 2.
We see a stables and is that Temple the Heavenly
Double
Crab?
stable.
That is temple.
I like it. Open to you.
Ouch. Double stables for Ben, and that's going to be an easy buy right there. No question.
And
He
draw
leaves the
this card,
personnel.
and table is yours.
Straight.
Yeah, I can't really tell the artwork on that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is either. So we get personality and another holding for Jordan.
Looks
We'll
like
to buy 2 holdings here to set him up for later in the game.
Right. Opens. Pass. Pass my opens there. Let's go. Let's do 3. Protected Temple comes into play for 2 less because my Sensei.
Sounds good. It is a fortification, so it'll stay on that
Oh,
province.
sorry.
Yeah.
Here's play Bell. Pays 4 gold. So I'll buy Earthbound Temple and Remote Temple.
Sounds good.
That's a pretty good recovery turn there. 3 holdings.
So draw a card.
Yeah, that's why buying Sawano Dojo is very important for that deck. It wants to see 1 turn 1. Now, his hand size, the only problem is his hand size is predicated on the number of temples. So he starts with a 6-card hand size, and then he gets +1 for each temple in play, up to a maximum of 10.
I will pass my action.
He now has 3 temples in play, so his maximum hand size is now 9.
Put 11 in. I'm going to buy a Yumi.
I can't really tell what ring he started.
Out of plan. And I'm also going
we
to buy
started with
this
Ring of
Famous
Air.
Bazaar.
Okay.
I definitely knew that.
So space up with Ozan.
Ben buys the personality as well as the Famous Bazaar.
End of the turn, let's pitch.
And that looks to be that does not look to be a unicorn personality.
Yeah, is that a line?
Card all
That is a
yours.
lion. That's a that is in a coma. Ayume, I believe. She was an experienced personality in the New Order. She's a 4/3 for 7 gold. Has cavalry, and she has a way to give a target follower cavalry, if I'm not mistaken.
That seems pretty strong.
I'll pass my open.
I would like one to pass.
Do we know what fortification that Jordan purchased there?
On the first turn, it's a protected temple. It costs 5 gold, produces 4. But if you if you have the Brotherhood Sensei, it costs you 3 gold. So it's a 3 for 4. It's also karmic.
Sounds good.
Very good.
So we have 3, 4, 5.
Oh yeah, and Naomi also has an 8.
Not performing.
Oh, wow.
I've got
Worth the
4,
9. Yeah.
For 9 gold, yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
5.
And she's also a magistrate, which is the other huge keyword since he's running Salu Sensei. Karime
Swana Dojo,
was,
buying.
oddly enough, he didn't bow Karime for a card. I think he's wanting her for defense, but I don't know how well that's going to defend right now against if Ayumi gets
Currently
suited
has
up.
8. Hand size is 6.
Yeah, I'm never a big fan of that play.
7.
Card advantage is by far the biggest thing in the game of Legends Tiebreak,
9.
to not bowing her for that card. It doesn't seem like the right play to me.
Seki, Ayumi, Shizuka.
I mean, neither of his persons have cavalry, so what defense can they really do?
Well, he actually ended up buying 2 personalities, but he's still probably going to lose a body.
Regulars?
Ben just bought Jung Har regulars, which is a rare from the new order.
Yeah, so it's a 7 gold cost follower. That's 2 force. It has a battle range 3. It also has that engage to give a burst
Clash
down
of
or
Blades.
+2 or -2 force. So that
Targeting
basically can
Karimi
kill any
and
5 force card that Jordan puts
Sounds
out there.
good. So 3 to 3.
And not a duelist.
Not a duelist. Well, I like that. I'll strike, and then we can
plays
both
a,
lose our abilities. Yep.
A duel there.
Clash of Blades. It's a
I'm going to
rare
use
out of
my
20
once per game
festivals.
cycle.
The loser ends up. The loser of the duel ends up being dishonored and permanently loses all abilities.
Back to you.
So Ben uses his second cycle from his stronghold right there and flips the leash. He doesn't
self and
have
no
the
self
gold to
off
purchase
his
her this
Karimi.
turn, but being able to
Bow
buy
my
her
guy,
the following turn is going to
target
be
monk.
huge.
Look at the top 3 cards of my fate deck, put one of them into my hand, put this strategy into my deck where that card was. So, we'll leave that there.
That would be self and no self. On Ben, the personality in Ben's other province is Shinjo Nobunaga, who is a soul up. He's a reprint. He's a 3/3
Put this one into my
for 8 gold. Dash on requirement. During the attack phase, if he hasn't moved this phase, he has +1 force and +1 printed ranged attack, and he has a bow for range 3. It's a very good kill action. It was a very good reprint for Unicorn.
I will pass this back.
All right, then declare an attack, and I'm going to go at Suda.
Sure.
Alright, so
All right, I do still have
that was
naval
our first attack of the day.
and lovely kill action.
Ayumi's
That's
assigned
all
half
right.
to face
All
that
right, that's
personality
fine.
Suda.
Then let's start with your
Jordan
Protected
attempts
Temple
to defend
province.
Which may
Okay.
prove fatal because he
Phase
doesn't have the
you,
Protected Temple
Your
protected.
follower does not have cav, right?
Oh, it sure does. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jordan
Alright.
didn't realize the follower had cavalry, so Ben's
I'll
going
pass
to move out of
that.
the way here.
I will
and
cab
Jordan's
over
not
there.
gonna be able to do anything about it.
Yep.
Engage to you there.
Yeah, he's going right over
Pass
to the
engage.
protected temple,
Jugar
which
will
is the
use
right
their
play.
engage to give themselves +2 force.
So now he's at 8. Now the unit is
back to
8
your
force.
engage.
I will pass engage.
I will pass engages there. Anything fancy?
Nothing.
Nothing. I'll take it.
And easily walk over and take that province. And there looks like there
was
was
in
another
there,
holding
that
in that
province.
province as well.
You got
So
sweet.
he
I've got
loses
nothing
one
for
of
the
his
other
4
battles.
holdings.
I'll drop
I don't
down.
either.
Increasing
Cool.
holdings.
That's just
Hopefully
fine.
that won't hurt him too much here.
Buy
He
both of
needs
these
to
temples of the Heavenly Crab
purchase
and
at
invest
least
in
2
both.
personalities this turn. 2 personalities on a holding
on
would
them.
be
Goodbye, Nalish. Card to turn and table
Ben
is
actually
yours.
ditches the leash, so he doesn't use it in this game.
And the reason he went ahead and, I assume the reason he went ahead and did that, he's gonna, he's got a very well, he's gonna have to be very well suited up with the Ayume that he's running. He just invested 2 Temple of the Heavenly Crabs.
Yeah, you got to assume that Ben has a heavy attachment deck. So
Yeah.
he's just going to keep pounding on her. What he had to be worried about is that we've seen that Jordan's played duels already. So if he hits him with a fatal duel and Ben has invested all of his attachments into that unit, I mean, that could just swing the game right there. Game over.
Yeah, that's one of the troublesome matchups when you're playing the heavy attachment build. You've got to have some sort of meta for duels, or hope you miss them completely.
All right.
So Jordan flipped another Karimi, and he flipped, is that Temple of Harmony?
It reduces the gold cost of a monk by 3.
Go ahead and attach
a
the
reprint
Dragon
from
Elite
Emperor.
to Yayo. Cost me 5.
Yeah, it's pretty good card there. He attached something there. I didn't get to see what it was.
Dragon, let's see.
Cloud. And
It's a dragon follower that
4.
it's probably their best fall. It's I can't spell.
I will pass my action.
Damn it. Just type dragon in. Dragon Elite Inkyo.
I'll pass my open as well. I'll go to Dynasty.
Sounds good.
So 5 coastal fall.
Go ahead and buy Karini.
Tributes
for
14
plenty
ball
for
out,
2.
which is probably going to be pretty big. It is a monk, so I guess you could prepare some monk
9.
cards off of that.
And you can actually cast Kiho with
Temple of
it,
Harmony.
which is not, normally followers cannot cast Kihos. This can, and it's considered to have 3
Turn,
chi
7 cards
for
in
that
hand,
action.
9 honor.
Sounds good.
Very good for that that style.
Counting house. Slenderer, there you are.
It's their best follower in the deck, obviously.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. So George purchased another Karimi and did not use her ability. I guess he's looking to try to protect all 3 provinces this turn. So if he thinks he can, protect all 3, then that's a perfectly fine play. All right. We like we said before, we have 108 players.
I will
And
pass my
we're
action.
going to lay down for you guys next round. But the second chance draft event has fired off, and it's 19 players in that draft. That's a pretty
I will
decent
pass
sized
my
draft.
action as well.
So excited to see what kind of decks he pulled out of that. Hopefully be able to grab one of those games later on.
I will declare
As you can see,
attack.
Ben has flipped a...
I'm going to go for the Dynasty
I know
side.
her solo name is Saya. I'm not sure what her real name is anymore. But
Here.
obviously, that's just in there to help dishonor personalities to use the Sensei on, right?
Yeah, apparently. He's also running, I see a Slanderer. It's a full one in the Frightmust province. Obviously, he's running Magistrates, and that would allow him to dishonor personalities. So apparently he's using Salu Sensei as a control mechanism so that he can dishonor troublesome personalities and bow them as an open action so that he
Let's
can
try to be a post-battle.
keep them from signing. So his base plan is
regulars
military.
engaged to give Karimi -2 force.
Okay, so here we get the second attack phase here.
Engage back to you.
Ben assigned his
Is there an Naval with
Ayumi
Ayumi?
to the rightmost province.
Engage to you.
Jordan defended 1 at each.
I will pass
So
engage.
he had the honorable
And
Karimi
then
against
we'll
there.
do the naval, bow for a range 3.
Ben has used the follower to a great extent as well, keying it with naval here to give the guy -2 force, and then naval to shoot him. So let's see if Ben has some type of straightening or maybe some force pumps to get the rest of the province strength all the way up.
I'll pass action as well.
So he doesn't have anything to get the province, but
I've
he
got
does
nothing
kill
for
the
the others. I'll
personality.
drop the Dynasty.
So he's gonna, I guess he's gonna probably buy a person, the holding, maybe both those holdings down there.
6 plus Slenderer. Got 2 for the counting house. 9. I'll buy Nobunaga, make my first proclaim. For 1, go to 5. Draw a card, and table is yours.
All right. Let's go to restricted phase. There we go.
I haven't heard him. Thank you, Eternal Mage. Yeah, it's Bayushi Suzaka is what her name is. This art. I could have told you earlier in the Kotai season.
Attention Elbavar players, when you bring your slip up, please make sure you have your clans written next to your name. And that your names are both correctly spelled.
We'll address that once this is over.
Let us go ahead and lobby for a favor.
Sounds good. You want a favor
Sure.
token? All right.
Thanks.
I will pass my action.
Go ahead and use my sensei.
Yeah, I'm assuming that he probably gained honor there, but I didn't hear him actually announce it. So after this next time he gains honor, we'll double check that total to see if that's correct. So Jordan lobbies for the favor there, and then uses the sensei to straighten his guy to have defense. He's looking like he's going to be purchasing 2 personalities this turn. I know this is still Pseudo over here. I didn't get to see the first personality, but he's got him covered now, so let's see what he is here in just a moment.
I'll go to Dynasty.
Sounds good.
Pay 10 for Suda. Proclaiming for 3. 12. Yep. 5 for Yayoi.
So he's bringing a second copy of Togashi Yayoi, who is the one that allows you to. You can bow her to destroy an item with less attachment, with less force than her chi.
Not bad.
So he should actually kill those regulars if he ever would get into an opposed battle with her.
Well, the only problem is not if they use their pump ability.
Right. I mean, if they pump themselves, sure.
Yeah, and with it being an engage, that's an important action. Yeah, if it's opposed, certainly. That's certainly an option. And of course, the Miyamoto Suda, the new Emerald champion.
Yeah, I mean, I almost would think he should have purchased that personality maybe a turn ago. I mean, he's expensive, but he does have the cavalry trait. And he has a duel on him. I guess he has to be fearful that he just gets naval shot, so he needs to have some type of attachment on him as soon as he can.
Let's see how sincere Yayoi with the Inkyo Elite is.
Here comes a test of sincerity.
Oh, no, it's test of sincerity, not character.
Sorry about that. Want me to shuffle that back in?
No, I didn't see whatever it was,
okay.
But you can choose to have her commit seppuku and gain 4 honor, or dishonor her and you lose 2 honor.
Awesome.
All right,
Game 4?
Game 4.
And he seppuku'd his other Yayo there to gain.
Now we'll never get the favor.
Let's Clash of Blades, Suda on Nobunaga.
All right. Well, I don't care for that, but little I can do about it. I'm just going to strike on that one. And let's put that on him.
1, 17.
Yeah, so Clash of Blades is one of the more powerful duels that they printed in 20 festivals.
I will pass my action.
So are you thinking that Jordan's deck may be honor?
At this point, I would almost have to. The only problem about it, Karime's only 2 personal honor, and I think Yayoi's only 1. But it seems to be a dedicated dueler for sure. But I haven't really seen enough evidence which direction, whether it's a military dueler or whether it's an honor dueler.
Okay,
I mean, I haven't seen very many
open ability on my
attachments in his
remote
hand.
Bow it. Search my deck for a ring, put it into my hand.
Maybe he's
discard a
an
card
honor
and
man.
then destroy the whole thing.
Sounds good.
It would be I think it would be difficult to play Enlightenment without a Mahatsu Sensei.
This holding here also gets to search for rings, right?
Yeah, but it's you have to blow it up after you use it. It's a remote temple. It was a 1-for-1 out of
Sorry, I
the
got
new
used
order.
to your other tests in the last game.
I know. There's a king character and a
So
sincerity.
he went and got the ring of earth here. I'm almost wondering if he thinks he can ring of earth the cavalry trait.
I was kind of hoping they'd make some other sort of test so that I can really
Keep it going, yeah.
Just do like a
Yeah, it's
battery
possible
of
that's what he's
exams on
thinking.
you.
I don't.
No, discard the Emerald Ascension.
Okay. Blow up the temple.
Well, let's hope he doesn't do that.
I will pass my action.
I will pass my action as well.
All right. Then I'll declare an attack and send Ayumi at the Dynasty side. Nobunaga will stay at home.
So Ben attacks once again, sending Ayumi by himself. The issue here is Jordan has to either just give up the province. If he defends one each, he's risking getting shot.
This one's at home. This one's defend over here.
All right, sounds good.
So,
sounds good.
So Ben did leave one open.
Let's start
but he
with
does have
the middle battle then.
Sounds fine.
Engage to you.
Pass my engage.
I'm going to use cavalry and move over
He
there.
runs right to Suda. Ben's definitely wanting to take
Engage
out
back
that
to you.
unit.
Pass my engage.
I'm going to use the Unicorn Stronghold and move Nobunaga in, since he would be opposed.
Okay, pass.
All right. Jungo regulars are going to give a Yumi +2 force.
Sure.
That's the 6. You know what?
Yeah, I don't see this working out
engage
well
back
for
to you.
Jordan at all.
Pass my engage.
Declare naval with Ayumi.
Yep.
Engage back to you.
Pass.
Pass engage. All right, then let's do a naval range 3 attack on Suda.
And there goes Suda.
Yeah, that was not very that's not very good at all for
So
Jordan.
got 9 force.
So I think that the best idea would have been to just not defend anybody anywhere and just lose a province.
I have nothing for the other battles. I'll drop down to Dynasty. That's cool?
That's fine.
All right. 10 gold, I'll buy Zaitsuda, proclaim her, gaining 2, going up to 7. So 7 gold gets me Shizuka. 4 gold, I'll buy the Legacy and Shigekawa's Court. Discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The table is yours. Go straighten.
Yeah, I don't see any way that Ben could lose this matchup here now. We haven't even really seen any of the control aspects of Ben's deck. He's just been pretty much just been out there wrecking house with the Yumi with the Junkar regulars.
Yeah, it's a strong combination. Something I hadn't even considered thinking. The Unicorn Sensei is Salu Sensei from 20 Festivals.
I'm going to go ahead and go to Dynasty.
Sulu.
I believe you spelled
Yeah,
that
sounds good.
properly.
Okay.
Yeah, it is spelled correctly.
By
Yeah, it
Shike,
is spelled correctly.
claiming for 4. And Forgotten Legacy. And I'll draw a card. Table's yours.
And did you add your honor up yet?
Yeah.
21. All right, sounds good. And just out of curiosity, cards in hand? 8. All right. Yeah, I know you're good there. All right, we've got Sayaki, more Shizuka.
Attention Alpha Bar players, if you have a judge call, you must raise your hand high. If you have a judge call, please raise your hand high.
Start. Shizuka's going to target Shike. Okay. So I've heard he's a naughty boy.
Yeah, I'm assuming
He
that
is
his
pushing my clan
running
champion,
of Sulu Sensei is just
standing
for
her up with the ball.
control to bow guy, so he can
Not
attack.
very nice of him.
So that kind of.
I'm going to Clash of Blades. Shizuka.
Okay, that's going to take care of that. I'm going to strike on that one.
And I'll re-honor.
All right. Well, he hasn't dishonored yet, so you will gain an honor. Oh,
But he dishonors when I target him.
Performs it, so he's
Right.
going to dishonor and lose 4 honor, because that's her
Okay.
thing. And then he'll re-honor. I got you. All right. That goes over there. Okay, well, Shizuka, now you're not so impressive.
So Jordan
worse things
has,
have happened.
oddly
So you
enough,
did
seen
that.
all 3 Clash of Blades in his deck this match, and Shikai decided that he wanted to have a Clash of Blades with Shizaka, and Shizaka's like, all right, I'm done.
That old Scorpion Dragon
I feel
rivalry.
like I should slander him
at
and
its
dishonor him
finest
again
right there.
anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Ben was just explaining it like,
Attention Jeff Sopa, you left your deck. I have your Mantis Clan box. Jeff Sopa, I have your clan deck box.
yeah, Ben was just explaining a little differently. Obviously, they got rid of performing, but that's sort of the way performing worked, was by targeting your personality. He performs the action. It's from what we played in Emperor.
Right, yeah.
So-
Ben's been playing for a long time, and Shizuka or Seiya has been around for quite
I
a bit
will
of time.
also pass.
And it used to be after they perform, but now it's just if that player's targeted with an action.
Let's
Or is
Yeah, she was
over here for now.
Saya
Turn
was
attack and
around
send
during,
Ayumi at the Dynasty side. These three will stay
was
at home
around during
for now.
Diamond, Lotus, Samurai, and now Ivory.
right.
So this is her. She's been through quite many wars.
He's staying at home. Sounds like a plan. Well, let's resolve the undefended one. Engage to you.
Pass my engage.
I'm gonna cab over there.
Shizaka had already
Nothing I can do about it.
targeted him.
Sounds good. Engage. Jungar regulars will give
So-
them 2
No,
more force.
I don't think Saya did. I think that he slandered him, or did
I'll
he?
pass engages.
No, he saw it.
Oh, he signed him, so he does lose 4 on.
Yumi
he does
strikes
lose
again. I have no actions for the other one. Anything you want to do at that battle?
Nope.
Okay. Sounds good. Then we'll go to Dynasty. We'll go 6 gold to buy Sayeki and proclaim her, going from 7 to 10. 5 gold to buy Chire.
So since Ben
7 gold
used the
to buy
solution, so
replacement
he said that he
Shizuka.
went to 10, but he should
And
actually
my
be higher.
last
than
5
that,
gold
right?
will buy another Chire. Draw this card, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is too many. So let's discard this Way of the Unicorn. And the table is yours.
I think that's kind of irrelevant in this matchup.
Straighten. Reveal. That's unfortunate. Going to
So Jordan
flip paper
has
away
just flipped a
and throw away
gold
a
mine, it looks like, and that
weakness disposed. Draw card.
Sounds good. Shizuka is going to target Shike.
Yeah, Ben Sulu Sensei is
Scorpion
actually
is
bowed,
mean.
even though it's not bowed on the board. But, I mean, next turn, Ben just bows Shike again. He's got an instant kill on one of the other guys. So all he's got to do is deal with one personality while Ben still has, 6 personalities to attack with. So I'm not sure of anything that Jordan could possibly do. I know he has to come one at a time in his hand.
That is all
But-
yours. I'm going to use Seilu Sensei and bow this magistrate to re-honor and bow Shike, and I'll gain 4 honor since
I guess he
you had
didn't use the Seilu Sensei last turn.
more honor than me.
Maybe I missed what he did actually to bow somebody, maybe a card from hand.
I don't remember anybody being bowed last turn, although I could be wrong. But I know just 2 people.
And since that's an action targeting him, I think Shizuka is going to dishonor him again. After the next time this turn, his controller assigns him, targets him, or resolves an action on a card in his unit, he's going to lose honor equal to your first honor and dishonor.
Oh, it's his controller. I missed that. I thought you covered that.
You want to take that
No.
off and do something else?
No,
Okay.
no. You don't take things back in the main event.
All right,
That's not
all
how
right.
this game goes.
So,
Dishonored.
Dishonored and another 4 honor loss.
That is, this is actually a powerful engine that Ben has come up with.
So you did that, and I goes to my action.
It's very interesting. I really like the
TK obviously
base
doesn't
of what
like
he's
the leash,
doing
but
here.
maybe he
Yeah,
wants to go on a
I
little
was
date to
put
the
out
Sake House
the
with
most recent
Saitsuda.
Alpha of our Sun
He's
and
got
Moon
5
tournament,
force, she will bow
with
him.
a deck that's similar to this. It may have been Ben, I'm not sure. I can't remember who I played that round. But it just had so much control in it, and the aspect of Calvary moving away, taking a few early provinces, it really just kept you down.
Back to you.
So it looked like Ben played a Saki House Brawl, which is another open bow
He's going to
card.
go out drinking with one lady. All right. These 3 ladies are going to take him out on the town. Got it? All right.
Yeah, next turn he just uses Sulus instead of bow. Jordan's last defender, and just walks over that province easily.
Yeah.
Got to pass.
I will pass actions.
All right. Hold mine. Draw a card. Give me my turn with 8.
8, sounds good. Straightening pile. We've got Nexus, Famous Bazaar, Stables, Ivory Courtroom. That is a great first turn. Let us start with the Seilu Sensei to bow and re-honor Miss Karimi. And I actually have more family honor, so I don't gain any honor from that. But I'm okay with that.
Long-term fruition. Put the Ring of Earth into play.
Sounds good. Shizuka is going to target Shike again, in case he feels like getting saucy and into this.
I don't think honor's going to be my thing this game, so.
I don't think so either, but in case he wants to get involved.
Yep.
All right. Action back to you.
I'll pass.
Spend 8 gold for Legion of the Con there. Draw a card for Destined.
Is Karmic an open ability?
It is limited. I believe. You want to call a judge to make sure? Okay.
Attention Alpha VAR players, we are passing out your participation prizes. If you did not get them, I highly recommend going back to your table and waiting for them to be passed out.
Spend 8 gold, and you can have a Thundering Death, just in case.
I'll pass.
Sure, what the heck. Pay 3 gold. This
Attention Alpha VAR
is
players,
going to control
if you did not
Shike,
get your
just
foil
in case.
participation prize,
Prevents him from straightening until
please
this
come
guy
up
gets
with
bowed
your
or
opponent.
killed
We have
before
registered
the
down the
game.
table numbers that we did not hand them out to. Also, once again, if you have a
Then,
judge
back
ball,
to
you
you.
need to yell it out and then raise
lobby for the
both
favor
of
with
your
Matsuda.
hands. It's imperative that we can see you in the sea of people.
Back
Please
to you.
raise your hand definitively.
I'll straighten her with Shikakawa's court since she lobbied. Pass. I will pass actions as well. I'll declare an attack and send the front row in.
No defense.
No defense. I guess my only engage will be Jungar regulars. Will hand out some force bonus to Sayaki. And he's +1 force until he moves. I've got nothing else for engages. I'll pass. Anything? I'll pass as well. Thank you for the game, Jordan.
Yeah.
I think it looks good.
Downhill real fast.
I knew I had to blitz you because Ring of Air and Brotherhood Sensei will screw up my open bow in the long game, like real bad.
Yep. Well, Ayumi with a naval and cav makes it. I can't defend.
It's pretty brutal, yeah.
And that is the game.
You've got to be big.
It was easily
Or you're in
ahead
trouble.
that entire round, I believe. I don't think there was ever a time that he was
And the
worried.
Jungar makes being big
Jungar
less
regulars
effective on top of it.
Yeah.
Is it Ayumi? Is that,
Be at least 6 fours or have a
Homa
check.
Ayume.
yeah, that's
or-
pretty tough for anybody to deal with.
A naval range,
Best
a
of
naval
luck.
range
Do
3
well.
on a
Yeah,
cavalry
good luck.
guy, that's kind of scary. I mean, you know, we've all been complaining about Mantis and naval this hard.
Naval range 3 on a cavalry guy that also lowers your force. So I mean, they can easily kill any 5-force car that opposes it.
Yeah, it's kind of big. Yeah, it's a very big deal. Ben was saying that actually the Brotherhood Sensei variant of the Dragon deck is probably one of his worst matchups, simply because he has all the open straighten with the Ring of Air and with the Brotherhood Sensei.
Yeah.
So he knew he had to blitz early and keep as few personalities on the table as possible, because if he ended up getting enough bodies out there, he could eventually set up the turn where you could duel him out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a fair assumption, and Ben played that round, I would say, flawlessly. I don't think he made any issues at all. But, so, we know that Ben got a win that round. We should be finishing up this round fairly shortly and getting another matchup to you guys. But and we'll get you guys excited breakdown here right after this next round starts. But as you guys can see, we're still pretty busy over here. I know Jeff is still piloting a Siege event deck. I only see 4 players. I don't see the 5th, so I don't know if maybe he eliminated someone already, or maybe the 5th player didn't show up. But either way, it doesn't look well for the recruitment players that round.
Yeah, I know they were looking for player number 5 for that group, and of course, obviously we got busy starting the round then, so I didn't notice if they ever came over. But even if he did make it over, it didn't look like he was very short-lived.
Right. And I'm sure Jeff knows exactly how to play that deck to its finest, being one of the designers of that game.
Yeah, I will tell you guys on playtest a cute story. We got to playtest the personalities that are going to be legal, which was the Thunders, which we all know about now. They had them named differently on our files. We did not know that they were testing for Siege Clan War. They had labeled them specifically so that we thought that we were testing a different product. Because they were labeled the Destroyer War, and each of the personalities were the clan champions. They were those personalities for that, and so we were testing them in that mode. We had no idea that they were this product until it was announced.
Wow.
So there was only this small subset of people who knew about that actually knew that it was the Clan Wars.
So I'm sure that must have been a surprise for you that comes out to see that happen.
It was, because my eyes lit up. I was like, so you mean, no, that personality was not just your, oh my gosh.
As you can see right here behind us, Sean Carmen has joined the AEG booth. I'm sure he's here to scout out what potential story implications are going to happen here today. What exactly is the main event story this year?
It is the 13th Black Scroll. My understanding is that the winner gets to choose whether they want to use the Black Scroll or keep it, or just safeguard it, basically. And if they choose to use it, they can take power from something else. Obviously that scroll was the one that held Kali Ma in it, and when it was opened during Samurai, when it was found at the temple of the Tomb of Sensei, and the Scorpion opened it, it released Kali Ma back out, released the rest of its divinity, or its power. I know there's a $1,500 bounty for if you choose to use it to grab some of your Readamos power. So, yeah.
We've known that bounties before have definitely influenced people's decision on what to do with that at future past world championship events. So what exactly happens if the spider gets that scroll?
Certainly could be bad things. Because they can pick any, obviously Story Team has some, apparently we've had an Andy Tate sighting on, if the spider get it, think about the personalities that, the evil that they could put in the scroll. Yoko Jinzo.
Yeah, that would be,
horrifying.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to take a short break here for just a little bit, and then we'll be back with you guys for round 2.
Alright, well, that is it for you. Good set. Thank you very much. Thank you. Looks like you all that one game. Oh yeah, that's right. You get a lovely 6 province strength in your first.
I was looking at that going, that doesn't feel right. It's the promos, so usually I'm used to seeing the white background. So.
Yep.
Okay, so from what I've saw is that Ben is running Unicorn with Sulu Sensei,
Yeah, that is
and Jordan is running Dragon with the Brotherhood Sensei.
just one of me.
Yeah. I was starting to feel good though. Like I got into a really good rhythm. Would have liked a couple more games, but it's not going to matter now that I'm playing something
very different.
Very different. I've never played this style of deck. I'm an honor player, so to totally switch it up overnight, like
Switch to military. That's a big one. Yeah.
at least get a win in round one on camera. That's got to be fantastic.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Only been on the camera once before. That was at the Nebraska Cote 2 or 3 years ago, and I made some absolutely stupid plays. Like things I knew in my head I was going to do and then just did not do them. Like, all right, when he does this, I'm just going to move this attachment over there so everything's fine. He does it exactly as planned. I'm like,
Attention Alpha Bar players in the 9 a.m. draft.
Which is the only thing that's eluded him. But I mean, yeah, his run has been absolutely ridiculous, and I don't think being in the main event finals 3 times at Gen Con
it and my
is
magistrate
ridiculous.
to re-honor and bow your dishonorable guy.
That's right.
If you've got more family honor than me, I gain your guy's personal honor as an honor gain.
What's the other player, Dragon or Phoenix?
He is Dragon,
Okay.
so.
Did really well in the second grinder.
Yeah?
Yeah. Kicked butt.
Nice.
We quit at 2 wins. I guess they had like a time issue, so they said if you have 2 wins, you're in. I was like, okay. Serious about Kihos. They don't stay and play like spells, do they?
Correct. Kihos are one shot.
So players are
But
shuffling
they
up
can
for
be used
round
by-
number 1.
Some can be used by Shugenja as well, but they'll say on there. Monk
It'll tell me
and
what to do.
Shugenja.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
So
About where your cards are now. Yep, that would be the perfect spot.
Kind of like these little.
Attention Alpha Bar players for the main event. On your slip, when you turn it in, you must write your clan legibly next to your name. If your name is misspelled, you also need to correct it this
Well, you're going
round,
first.
please.
Again,
Okay?
so I guess that's
If you
not
need writing
unusual.
utensils, have both players come up and write it down. We'll be getting started shortly.
Can I make him like
yeah, Case is probably the best player overall in this generation. He's won so many Kotais. The world champion.
Joel Lofgren will be seating you. Please start at table 61 on the last row. Table 61. If you are in the 9 a.m. draft event, the last table in front of me, 6th one down.